to the fourth episode of the Deadman's podcast. I don't fucking remember where we are.
Yes, that's how numbers work.
Yes, and I'm your host, Kenny. And next to me is my beautiful, lovely, amazing, gorgeous, most intelligent and intellectual woman I know, my wife, Laura. And yes, I know for all three of you that watch this video, it's very upsetting. Had to retire the name Papa K because, hey, some people just didn't like it. I don't understand why. But
Might be the fact that you're not an actual doctor.
No, Papa K.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to retire Papa K because people didn't like it. Hurt my feelings.
Maybe you're not an actual papa though.
Not yet, but eventually, maybe. But yes, welcome to the fourth episode of the Deadman's podcast.
Thanks for the love and support.
Yeah, thanks for the love and support. If you are new here, give us a subscribe, leave a comment.
Follow him on TikTok.
Follow on TikTok at Dr. Scrumptious. I'm not an actual doctor, so don't think I'm a doctor because I'm not.
No. Please don't take medical advice from this man. He's not certified
I'm
in
not
any way.
Certified doctor. But yeah, thank y'all for the support, and yeah, go subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're new here. If you're returning, thank you. Keep sharing the videos, liking them. Leave a comment. Those comments are dusty.
Dusty.
They're dusty.
They got cobwebs.
They definitely got cobwebs. But yeah, thank y'all for the support. And yeah. How was your day, honey?
It was good. Didn't have to work today, so it was good.
Yeah, that's all. I had to work.
Yeah.
Tired as hell.
I mean, I'm always working, so a day off it's very much needed.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I'm tired. My day consisted of people constantly calling for me. Barely spent time in my office. Because we got this thing coming up. Yeah, we got this thing coming up, and yeah, we have to get everything ready, and it's just been hectic. And on top of that, came home and got gasoline spilt on me, so that was lovely. So yeah, I'm a little tired, but hey, I'm here to bring you guys entertainment, and hopefully,
Sounds like you're a jester.
I am a jester. Yeah.
Making entertainment for the king because he demands it.
Hey, I just want to make sure everything looks good, and I want to make sure I get these episodes out, be consistent every Wednesday. That's my goal, every Wednesday. Unless like a major holiday pops up on a Wednesday, I don't know. I'll try to film beforehand. We'll see. But yeah, it's been a.
What we talking about today? What's on the agenda, boss?
Well, we got P. Diddy.
Oh no.
We got the Baltimore Bridge, and I got some stories about my grandfather, which I want to share. There's a few of them. And we're going to go into grief, and then I'm going to share my poem, the one that the second part of the one I've filmed. Or
this is for those of you who call us disorganized.
Yeah, and this is
we'll say what we're talking about.
Yeah, the second part of the poem that I read last week. But yeah, but first, give y'all an update on everything that's going on. So if the video looks a little off, I got a new camera. We got a new camera for this set. Still trying to learn it.
The set.
The set. Yes, it's a set. But we got a new camera, so I'm trying to work on trying to get it to look how I want it. It is an older model, I believe, because I'm not about to drop $4,000 on some cameras. So yeah.
I wish we were made of money.
Yeah, and I didn't want to continue using my phone because my poor phone would not survive. But yeah, so that's the update on what's going on behind the scenes. Got some more stuff, so
making better content for you.
Trying. But yeah, we're gonna go into P. Diddy, which is a hot topic of late. I'm the one that went down the rabbit hole. She didn't. I didn't want her to because it's a lot.
I know next to nothing about the whole situation.
So this man basically
educate me.
He I swear to God, he's like a mafia boss. I don't know, but he's done so much things. From they have allegations of abuse, essay. I'm not gonna say it, but if you read my lips, Then there's also things with Justin Bieber. There's things with Usher, his baby mama.
Not JB.
Yeah.
And Usher.
Yeah, his baby mama. And there's ongoing, I think it's civil suits that got filed. There's one with a 17-year-old where she was 17 at the time, but they had claimed that she had got, and yeah, it's bad. There's so much, and the rabbit hole is deep, and it's only getting worse. The man got raided, both his Miami and I think California home. I think is where he's at, somewhere in California. Hollywood home, Beverly Hills home, wherever it is, wherever rich people live.
They live everywhere. What are you talking about?
We got raided, both of those. They got evidence apparently. He has not been charged or arrested or anything yet. But
is he on the run or something, or
no? They
or they just need to make the official charges.
When this first happened, they thought he was on the run apparently, but he got on a jet and left. But they arrested it. They had put thing like his kids in handcuffs when they went and raided the house, and what else did he do? Man, he's so much stuff. He got tied to Tupac apparently.
Oh no!
Because at one point he did put a hit out on Tupac.
Don't tell Jada.
Allegedly.
Don't tell Jada. She'll somehow insert herself into this situation.
Jada's trying to figure out how to outdo it.
Bring up a story about their love for the millionth time.
Yeah, I mean, I love her. But the only reason he's not in prison for that is because the money never got into the hands of the guy who was supposed to get his hands on. He gave it to another guy to wire to the guy, but it never got to him, so they never went to prison. So there's that, and I think there's ties to Biggie in there somewhere.
Biggie.
It's a lot. It's a lot. This man has done a lot of terrible things, and it's not looking good at all. But
well, if the allegations are true.
What's time? Yeah, if the allegations are true, he's going down, and he's gonna. He's going down. If the allegations are true, he's going down. Yeah, the rabbit hole's deep. I went down it, and I think Sunday morning, and I was listening to documentaries and everything, and whew, boy, but he ain't going down alone. There's a lot of names tied to it. I mean, there was I think it was like they call it Puff Mansion or something like that, where he had parties. Usher came there when he was like 13 or 14 and lived there with him for a year. And there's a lot of things he experienced there.
Usher went through it?
Allegedly. Usher didn't say anything, but when you listen to some of his interviews, you can tell there are some things that happened from group fun. I'm going to say it like that. Yeah, but, you know.
Like while he was underage?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was there. But, you know, Usher isn't, like, completely innocent because, I mean, when Justin Bieber signed to him, he sent him to P. Diddy. And you can see the interview where Justin looks so uncomfortable.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he looks uncomfortable.
Oh, not JB.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's only getting worse day by day. It's only getting worse.
Damn.
But, yeah, that's the little...
It's like watching your childhood just unravel.
Oh, yeah. It's bad. It's so bad. Yeah. But apparently there's also other things where, like, people who are associated with P. Diddy, where they allegedly, like, or supposedly, like, all of a sudden kind of was gone. Yeah, there's a lot.
That's concerning.
So
if we're talking about him, do you think there's going to be a hit put out on us?
No.
I doubt it.
No.
Because we talked to maybe three people.
Yeah, probably about 3 people. But also there is RICO charges too, which is like gang stuff basically. So there's that, and yeah, there's a lot. He's a lot going for him. He's trying to settle a lot of these suits, and it's not looking good. But that's my little rabbit hole on P. Diddy. Of course, I might talk about it later on if something else crazy goes on. there's another thing that happened, that happened today. There was a person that ran into the FBI building.
Oh, in Atlanta.
Yeah, in Atlanta. That was crazy too.
Oh my god.
There's not much out there yet. All I know is that
I want to know his thought process behind it.
He had ill intent. He was determined to get in there. But watching the news, it's like watching a whole bunch of geriatrics try to constantly have a conversation that makes no sense, which I talked about in the last episode, where they constantly repeat the same thing over and over and over and over again. And I'm just like, dude, you get it. He had ill intent. He tried to get in the FBI building. What else is there to talk about? Like, stop. But they constantly bring different people on, and they all say the same thing. The news sucks. So that's why I don't watch the news on TV, because it's absolutely like just repetitive. Like watching
it's gonna be 6 different people telling you
the same story,
thing,
and they're all in their freaking 50s and 60s,
but with different words,
it's
and then that's it.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm just like, I hate the news. Yeah, that happened today. And he tried to rush into the building, but they got team attacked by agents. Which, so yeah, there's that. That I thought was interesting. I wanted to throw that in there as well. It ain't much, but I just wanted to share because it was crazy. But yeah, there we go. So, whatever. So yeah, with this new camera, we have to cut every 12 minutes. So if it looks kind of wonky, that's why. But anyway, I'll try to fix it. But
the Baltimore Bridge.
Yeah, the Baltimore Bridge. We're gonna go into that next. Man, that was crazy as well.
That's utterly terrifying.
Yeah, it's I don't know what it is, but every year, like the first half of the year, that's when everything happens. Like, I think if you think back to like 2016, 2017, 2018, hell, even 2019, I think, like the first half of the year, there's always like some type of shooting, which I'm surprised we haven't had one yet. But every year, the first half of the year, there's always something.
Always the bad stuff that happens.
Always something. Yeah, the Baltimore Bridge, apparently, with that.
I don't know. I know it was a boat that ran into it, right? And it collapsed.
Yeah, a boat ran into it.
Or it like backed into it.
So far, because there's not a lot that came out yet, because it's still kind of a fresh thing that happened. But apparently that the boat lost power twice. But the place I watch my stuff as Popcorn Planet, and the video that I saw with them was like it's allegedly looked like the boat like backed into it somehow, like it tried to miss it, but it ended up floating back into it and made it collapse. I don't know.
That's terrifying that a boat like that can just
lose power just like that. Yeah, it happened twice, but you see in the video, the lights are on, shuts off, shuts back on, shuts back off, and it just ran into it. But luckily the people on there called Mayday, and that's what saved a lot of lives, because it could have been a lot worse if. And the crazy part, they only had 2 minutes to do it.
Jesus.
So they acted as quick as they possibly could, and they saved a lot of lives, minus the 7 people that fell into the water, which most of them were construction workers.
Oh no.
Yeah, they fell in there. I think they recovered 2. I think I could have my numbers wrong, but I think they recovered 2 out of the 7, or the 2 out of the 9, however many fell in there. But
I feel so bad for their families.
Yeah, they
somebody better be paying for their expenses.
That's an ongoing thing. People are arguing about, the Fed should pay for it, or
somebody.
It better not be the taxpayers, or the company should do it. It's all over the place. But
whoever it is, it should not be the families paying for it.
Should not be. But yeah. So they went from a search and rescue to. Or I'm sorry, either search and rescue or recovery. They switched to getting the debris out of the water, because that's the only way they're going to be able to get down there, because divers can't get down there because of the debris.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get that out of the water so they can go down and recover whatever they can out of there, which I hope they're able to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an ongoing thing. It's sad. Rest in peace to the ones who potentially passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks all around. But
this is a very sad episode.
Yeah. Trust me, it's gonna get better.
It's very sad.
But we should talk about the last episode we tried to film. That didn't go well, because apparently this new camera only records 12 minutes. So
love that.
Yeah, we recorded a whole episode prior to this, and we lost it because the camera only does 12 minutes. Because all the good cameras that record unlimited are like at $1,000, and I'm not paying that. So I'll just keep getting up every 12 minutes and pressing record because I'm not lazy entirely. So yeah, but
I won't say anything to
hey, I don't
to overrule that.
I'm lazy to an extent, but I'm not paying $1,000 for that. But yeah, that's just like, so there's 2 episodes now that are not ever going to make air.
The lost episodes.
Yeah, they're lost episodes because they're never going to see the day of light because they're gone.
Yeah. That's okay though.
Yeah.
You live and you learn.
Yeah, you live and learn.
This is only episode 4. We're not experts.
No, we're not experts. Not yet, no.
We just know what we like to do.
Give us some support.
Podcast.
We might be able to upgrade everything. I don't know. But
if you like hearing us ramble with our scattered brain,
yeah,
and being mentally drained, we're doing our best.
Trying our best. I'm tired. It's been a long day, and it's only getting worse throughout the week because we're coming up on this so-called audit. I'm just like, ugh. But yeah, the last episode.
I would love for you to read your poem.
Well, we're gonna get into it. I want to get into a little bit of lore about myself, and how I came to be, and which leads into why this whole podcast and everything I'm doing is here, and why is it going on. But yeah, my grandfather, he had passed away in 2018, and yeah, rest in peace, Papa, love you. Yeah, he's the reason why there's a lot of things I'm doing right now, which is why I also made a TikTok about it, where it helps a lot when you have something set on, you have something that you want to do, just go do it. It helps a lot with your mentally and just overall well-being, because when you do something that you love, what does it do? It makes you happy. So what better way to help your own mental health than to do those things? And with him, he always supported me, no matter what I did. I can say, hey, I want to go and be a BMX pro rider or something, and he'll be like, okay, buddy, I got you.
That would have not turned out
no,
well. I'm telling you firsthand.
I would have had many broken bones. I promise you, I would have had a lot of broken bones, been in the hospital a lot. But he always supported me no matter what I did. When I did marching band in high school, he supported me. Middle school, he supported me with band. Elementary school, he supported me whatever I did. So I set my mind out to do a lot of things. The podcast, TikToks, writing a book, poems. He gave me that drive to go and achieve what I wanted to do. So, but when he passed, I kind of went downhill, and it got worse over the years. But I kind of kept pushing it back, so I never really thought about it. And 6 years later, I cracked bad, and in 2020 I cracked as well. I kind of went down a serious path, and it was not great. But fast forward to 2023, right? 2023. Yeah, it got worse, and I went down the path again, but 10 times worse than what it was before. And that's when I realized I needed help, because I was drinking a lot. I would, my temper was really bad. I would go to work and I would shut myself in my office for 8 hours, so I wouldn't come out unless I had to, absolutely had to. But I'll go right back in. So it was not a great time. And 6 years of not grieving is not healthy. And finally, when I finally went to therapy last year, I finally started to grieve, and I'm still grieving. I mean, I look like it, but I have my moments. It's grieving is different for everybody. It's not the same. There's no set stages or nothing like that. Everybody grieves differently. Like
it could come in waves. It could happen all at once, and then nothing at all. It really just depends on you, and there'll be some things that remind you of them that just sets you back.
Yeah, what is your take on this past couple of years and how dealing with me?
Why you say dealing with me?
You
like you're a disease.
I am a disease.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm a disease.
No, you're not. I love you too much to call you a disease, honey.
Well, let's. I don't want to talk too much. I know people like to hear the spouse's story sometimes. So tell me your take on everything, how
I
it's been
mean,
since 2020.
I've I've always known who you are, like, deep inside. Even if you try and change your outward appearance, change anything about you, I know who you are truly.
Yeah.
So watching you go through that, I didn't take it personally, um, but you would always be like, "Why aren't you mad at me? Why aren't you upset with me? You should hate me for the things that I've done, for things that I've said." And I'm like, "No, because I know that's not who you are." And I always remind you of the quote from Uncle Iroh when he says to Zuko, "I was never angry at you. I was just upset that you had lost your way." So that's I love you for who you are, for all that it comes with. Even though you call yourself a disease, and I'm gonna beat you up for that. Don't report the spousal abuse. But honestly, you just can't take it personal for what they go through.
Now, unless they intentionally.
Yeah, like if they
intentionally
intentionally try and hurt you, then maybe the relationship is not out for you. Leave, absolutely. But if you know it's not, they're not trying to hurt you intentionally, and you know that they're going through something, just be there for them.
Which is a very gray area, because someone could say they're not, but it can also be manipulation to an extent too, which is not a good thing at all. You'll know.
If you're in a long-term relationship, you know the person.
You know that person.
I would hope you know that person.
Now, it's a difference if they want to change. There's a difference if they want to change, but if they, choose to go down that path, and
if they choose to do it without you in mind, then go ahead.
All right. So, if they intentionally try to hurt you, that's not for you. But
then that relationship is not meant to be. Someone who truly loves you will not hurt you intentionally.
But the thing I can say about this woman next to me is, there were times where I doubted myself if I'm, like, I knew what I was doing was wrong, but at the same time, it's like I was conflicted. I didn't know what to do, and I never intentionally tried to hurt this woman at all. Like, I never tried to hurt her or upset her. Like, I was lost. I was confused, and I knew part of it. Actually, no, I take that back. No, at the time, I didn't even know why I was thinking the way I was. Like, I was thinking outlandish things. Like, I was planning to, like, I was literally be in my room, and I would be crying, screaming, and just begging for the higher power to just take me. I literally, like, sit there for like 30, 40 minutes and just cry and scream and just be like, why? I did not know. But once I started, and I actually got to the point where I would, lash out, and I would punch things, and, to this day, there's a dent in my mother's fridge. I would punch things to the point where my hand would be, numb, like, for several days. I feel like my knuckles were broken. I was so far gone, and I really didn't know what to do. And finally, once I literally was by myself, and, I would drink like 2 bottles of Douce or Jim Beam, and there was a time where I would lock myself in a room for 7, 8 days, never left, sat in the dark. If I wanted food, I ordered it. Of course, there's a bathroom in there because of the hotel room, but I didn't leave. I stayed in there, and, like, I know there was people there that was like, I hear somebody in that room. I never seen them come out because I didn't want to leave, man. I was down bad. I was depressed, and finally, I got myself in therapy because I realized, like, I was gone. Like, I did not know who I was, but this woman next to me knew who I was, and it was by the grace of God that she still loved me, and she wanted to stay by me, because she didn't, and she, decided, she had all right to say we're done, but she didn't. But I know if she did, I wouldn't be sitting here, because this woman's my everything. She is that thing that's holding my heart together after I lost my grandfather. She's the reason why, And if she wasn't here, then I know my heart would have been destroyed, and I wouldn't be sitting here. But thankfully she saw me for who I truly was, and knew who I really was. And I'm fine. I finally, after 6 years, I was able to grieve properly. And one issue that I was having was opening up finally to people, and she was the first person I opened up to after 6 years, and I actually cried a lot with her, which there's nothing wrong with crying either.
No, there's nothing wrong with
Absolutely nothing
crying.
But
Especially you men out there, there's nothing wrong with crying. Whoever created the stigmatism that men shouldn't cry,
Go fuck
absolutely
yourself.
ridiculous.
Go fuck yourself.
You cried when you were a baby. You cried when you were a kid. Just because you grow up doesn't mean that you stop crying.
Yeah, if you're one of the men that think crying is weakness, fuck yourself. Go.
Boo.
Go jump in the river.
You seen those TikToks where it'll be the girlfriend and boyfriend, and she'll do something and he'll boo her if he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Boo.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, it was, thankfully to this woman next to me, her staying by me and seeing who I truly was is really what saved me. And
it's what you do when you love someone.
Yeah, it's the happiest I've been. Happiest I've been in so many years. 6 years. 6 years. It was a long 6 years. And now I'm here sharing my stories. But
we love to see it. We love to see the growth.
Yeah, my grandpa was a great guy, and I grieve every day because of him. But I love him to death. But without further ado,
it's poem time.
Poem time, yeah, yes. Poem time.
For those of you who watched the last episode, thank you. But this is a continuation of the second poem. Now
the second poem,
this brilliant man right here has decided to continue in that story format.
Yeah.
So watch that part of the episode.
Yeah, watch the first episode first.
Come back.
That way you can get full context. And hopefully, this episode was structured enough for you geriatrics that can't follow. But keep in mind, this is my damn podcast. I love the criticism. That's fine. But if you hate that, it's ADHD and you can't follow, don't watch it. Don't fucking watch it. So, and you know who you are.
Take some Adderall and focus.
Yeah, take some Adderall. Get a couple shots in. I don't know, whatever. Maybe some wine, and just listen. Just listen. Sometimes you're not gonna be able to follow.
Does Adderall make you focus, or does it do the opposite?
It calms you down technically.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't want to take Adderall. But yeah, But if you can't follow, maybe it's just your little bird brain that can't follow.
Not the bird brain.
Yeah, bird brain. It's my podcast, damn it. If I want to jump around from topic to topic to topic, I'm gonna fucking do it. Anyway, and and the people they say, you cuss too much. It's my fucking podcast. I'm gonna cuss all I want to. Anyway, god damn it, it's my fucking podcast. I'm gonna cuss. Maybe I don't cuss in front of you a lot because I have respect. But it's my fucking podcast. I mean, you cuss too much. I can't watch it. Don't fucking watch it then. Don't fucking watch it. There's gonna be people who love my rants and me going off on tangents. God damn it. But anyways, the second part of the poem. It's a lovely poem. It's part 2.
Get snuggled in.
Yeah, get snuggled in and enjoy the Abyss part 2. So, like I said, go watch the first episode if you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, stop myself as I realize where I am. I'm back. Not the middle or the end, but the beginning. The beginning of this nightmarish loop of suffering and pain over and over again. But again, I'm putting a pin in a grenade that can explode at any minute before I know I'm back. Back in this dark room. It's so quiet, so cold, so eerie it would make anyone feel uneasy just standing in it. I begin to look around and I see a light. It looks awfully familiar, like forget it. It must not have been important, I guess. I go towards this light, only to realize what caught my eye was like love at first sight. For some reason, this thing just seemed right. When I picked it up with a firm grip, this ecstasy rushed through me as it rested in the palm of my hand. It's like everything froze in time as soon as it touched my wrist. With a gentle press, I guided it across my wrist. Red droplets fell slowly as soothing comfort came over me. Why does this feel so? I asked myself. I stand there bleeding out of my skin. I look up and there's that light again. What are you? I run towards this light. My heart racing. I get closer. It gets further. I get closer. It gets further. Stop toying with me. I fell to my knees. I began to weep, for I cannot understand what this light is supposed to be. I finally raised my head. I look down at my now red hand. Then something comes over me. I stand up and take a deep breath. How can I make this torture end? I begin to walk towards this light once again, but something is different about this. I get closer, but this time it doesn't get further. Step by step I take it, and I finally make it to the light. I finally made it, I say to myself, but as I look down, I see something that makes all my memories come rushing back, hitting me all at once. I stand there looking at it until I look closer and I see cobwebs and spiders crawling around it. I begin to look closer as it finally dawns on me that this thing that is now in front of me is really a part of me, and that this part of me has been neglected so long that it is now a part of me because it had become routine to push it down, and now it is doing harm to me. That familiar feeling starts to come over me as realization sets in. Everything fades to black. Now I'm back. Again, looking down at your face with tears flowing down my cheeks, I take a deep breath, trying to compose my now damaged self. No, I'm far from okay. I need to open this bottle and let it all out. So if you guys don't get it, the part that was the pain that was causing him was a bottle that he just everything he bottled up, because that's what people do, like me and others that may watch this for the mental health section. It's you bottle everything up, all the pain that you bottle up, you just put in a bottle and just put it away. And you do it for so long, it becomes routine, and then it starts causing harm to you after so long. Which is like how me, for 6 years I had it bottled up and I didn't let it out. And after so long you forget how to. So you just in the poem, the man wants to just end it because he's hurting so badly, and he thinks that's the best way out, so he can just end it. But that's not always the case. So yeah, this is a continuation, but yeah. So the poem, he thinks that's the easy way out is just to end it, but he comes to realization, even though he's about to end it, he sees that light again, and he's already bleeding out because he already slit and whatnot. But once he sees that light, he realizes, like, okay, I thought this was the bright side. This is what I needed to do so I can end this pain. But then once he sees that light, he goes towards it, and he realizes, like, no, that's not the answer. And then he looks down and sees that bottle, and he realizes, oh, that's the bottle I neglected for so long, hence the cobwebs and spiders. So, and there's a lot of callbacks between them. I might have missed a few. Like I said, it's a story format, which I'm going to continue to do that, because I really enjoy story formatted poems. But I have a few more in the bank that I'll share that's not story format. But
I know last episode I said because you've been writing poetry, I should write poetry. I haven't written anything, but now I really want to. You give me inspiration.
It's fun, and my inspiration comes from a poet named Cloud. You can check him out on Voices in Power.
From Final Fantasy?
No, not Final Fantasy Cloud. No, he's not Tifa's Cloud. No. But
real talk. If you're Cloud, I'm Tifa.
That's fine.
I mean, actually, if you want to be accurate, I would be Aerith, but I'm more Tifa than I am Aerith. Yeah.
See, I'm not a big Final Fantasy like lore master. Like I play 14, but that's about it. But that's the poem. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Y'all stay tuned. There's
I'll
more
write
to come.
poetry next episode.
Yeah, I like to hear it. I really would. I think it'll be good.
It's gonna be about the ducks.
That's fine. Hey, you can write poem anything.
The ducks waddle waddle.
Everybody has their
waddle,
own.
Waddle, waddle.
Everybody has their own reason of writing poems. Mine is to it helps me mentally, spiritually, and whatnot. And some people who just enjoy writing it. Like me, it helps me get a lot of what's in here on paper and whatnot. So
hell yeah, you know what? I'll do it. I'll write a poem for next episode.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a haiku.
But yeah, if you made it to the end, thank you. Leave, please subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like. Go follow me on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. Scrumptious, Dr. Scrumptious. I'm not an actual doctor, so don't quote me.
Don't take medical advice from this man.
Yeah, and then, there's some videos with her in it. I'm gonna probably do more. If she's up to it.
I'm getting more comfortable talking in front of the camera.
Yeah, but for those who did not make it to the end, which I'll know, thank you anyway for at least trying to watch it. I'm just trying to build an audience that loves what I do, and I'm enjoying doing this. It helps me a lot, and I have a lot of fun. Just talking to the three of you that watch it, and for those who subscribe and whatnot and enjoy the content, stay tuned for the next episode.
Thank you.
Yeah, love y'all, and fucking subscribe.
So
subscribe.
menacing.
Subscribe, bitch. Fucking do it. Do it.
He's so menacing. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Just
subscribe. Just cause.
Anyway,
thank y'all. Love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.